I can't get going. I've got dressed, ready to garden. I've had my breakfast. Sorry, that probably grosses some people out, sitting on the bed and eating. I know I creeped a few of you out with the dogs on the bed. Well, Margot skimming along the pillows the other day. I don't know, I've become immune to it. That kind of thing used to appall me, and now I just think, oh well, never mind, she sleeps on my head, so it's fine. Sorry for grossing you all out though, or some of you out. Yeah, I can't get going. I've got to get going. Didn't do any of my squats yesterday, so I've got to do 200 today. So I should do 2 batches of 100, bang them out. And I thought it was going to rain, so I had planned to do some alterations, mending and things that have piled up. I need to go to the library. Got to go to the post office, and it's not raining, so gardening. I really feel I've almost broken the back of it though. I feel like I'm nearly there with the like banging it out. I feel like I'm reaching the tinker time, which is nice. It's the wafting about, the floating around, doing genteel lady gardening with one's hat, one's secateurs, gloves, and a wee basket. My kind of gardening. I'd like to, when I go for a dog walk, bring back a couple of big sticks. I want to make a frame for a couple of my roses that are flopping. Just a basic, prop them up, stick them in the mud, prop it over to the wall, and then tie the roses to it. Nothing fancy. Summer solstice today, which is a good day. I like it because it means that from tomorrow, incrementally, tiny bit by bit, we get darker evenings, which I absolutely love. I find that early on in the summer, in the evenings in the garden, it's a bit chilly and you can't cozy it up in the same way because if you put candles on and fairy lights, it's too light to really appreciate them. And also I'm going to bed when it's light. Whereas as the months go on, July, August, I feel like the evenings are slightly warmer, darker. I just much prefer it. And then we're just sliding into autumn, which is my favourite and my best. So autumn's my favourite, then winter's my second favourite, spring's my third favourite, summer is my least favourite. But I am really trying hard to appreciate summer for what it is. I do enjoy a cool sunny day. I enjoy it not piddling down with rain, cold rain, although it seems to rain all the time in England. And I do like all the flower picking and the being able to pop out into the garden and get fresh greens. I pop out into the garden to get things for cooking all year round because I grow herbs, but it's not the same as being able to come back with a bouquet of leaves that you then wilt down and stir in some butter, salt and pepper, maybe a little bit of smoked garlic. I've only just had my breakfast, but I'm setting off my tummy. Right, I really do need to get a wriggle on. I'm just noticing messages coming in. Had some really good advice that I will share with you about the problems I had with taking up that dress. So one of them is they suggested that Lucy would have been bending over, like looking down to see what I was doing. So that would have made the hem wobbly. But she didn't do that. I made sure she didn't do that. And it was just the sides where where the seams were, where it bounced up, and I do wonder if it's because it's cut. It's a circular skirt. So by the time you get round to that part of the circle, you would be cutting on the bias. And maybe just taking the weight off was enough to make it spring up. Someone else said pin it all the way around while the person's wearing it, like lots of pins, which I didn't do. I didn't use enough pins. Anyway, I haven't heard back that it's not okay, so all I can assume is it is okay now. Phew! But yeah, I'm so grateful for all the advice and all of the ideas of how it might have gone wrong. My alarm just went off to make me do my squats, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, I really, really appreciate all the advice. That's just one of the reasons why I absolutely love having a vlog, because you guys are great. Someone even told me, because I've got black spot problems, that those salvias that I bought, if I plant them near the black spot, according to Sarah Raven and other places on the web, it helps prevent black spot on roses. Brilliant. I would never ever have known that without this vlog. I'm going to do my squats. I'm going to do speed ones. $12, $13, $2, $33. It's getting a bit hot now. $25, $36, $9, $50. Beginning to burn. $52, $70, $71, $72, $73, $91, $92, $93, $94, $95, $96, $97, $98, $99, $100. I've got these sticks, branches that I can start using. Don't I look bonkers? So I'll get going with those. And I've just noticed overnight something's eaten all of my cornflowers. That's not slug damage. There's no slug trail. Something's come in and eaten them. Haven't seen that rabbit. Maybe it was the deer. But they left my cosmos alone. It's all taking a little while to get going here. Pooh. I've come over all overwhelmed. I just feel really like there's too many jobs to do, and I don't know, just stupid brain. Something has snapped off this beautiful shoot from my Albrighton Rambler, so I'm just going to try and take some cuttings from it. I do not think that they will take, but I'm going to try anyway. Just going to plunge it in some cold water to revive it a bit. Don't really know what I'm doing. I'm going to do what any nice, normal, sane person would do in my position of overwhelm, and that is finish the jobs I've started, weeding by the swing, taking these cuttings. I've propped up my roses, so that job's a big tick. And then I'm going to have a cup of tea. Yeah, and I'm going to have a sit down. I'm going to have a cup of tea and a sit down on my swing. And then I'm going to walk away from it and go to the library. Yes. As June has progressed, I've realised I've got more lazy with my vlogs the busier that I've got, which is understandable and natural. But I haven't been putting in intros, barely been doing a goodbye, haven't been doing plinky plunky music in between clips. So I'm going to do one now. Get ready. Enjoy. And let me know if it enhances your viewing pleasure. recording and the little robot lawnmower's woken up. He just put himself to bed. Why has he got back up again? That's what you can hear in the background. I've just had a drink and sat here for a bit, and I'm going to poodle off in a second. But I was just pondering about a book I recently finished. Oh, there's a plane, hang on. I've just finished Wuthering Heights. I'd never read it before, despite doing an English degree. I have obviously heard loads about it. You'd have to be under a rock to not know about Heathcliff and Catherine. But what I hadn't realised, I mean, I knew Heathcliff was a difficult character. Oh, here comes the mower. Whilst I knew that Heathcliff was a very difficult character, but people spoke about him like he was just a misunderstood hero and gorgeous, and what an odious character. Violent, abusive, mentally and physically, manipulative. I'd say he was a sociopath and a narcissist. I mean, obviously you can kind of see, oh, the mower's coming back. You can kind of see where and how he became as he did. But I don't feel like, if you were to say that Wuthering Heights was a love story, I wouldn't say it was a love story between Heathcliff and Catherine. I would say it was more of an obsession between Heathcliff mostly, less so Catherine. The real love story is probably between Hareton and Catherine Jr. I don't want to say I enjoyed reading it, because it was too uncomfortable to enjoy, but I appreciated it, and it has definitely left me with something, and I'm so glad I read it. I have been slowly but surely revisiting a lot of the classics. I read Emma recently. I might read Sons and Lovers again. It will be the 5th time. I don't know why I like that book, because that's a horrible book as well. I suppose these books endure because they are classics and their stories are so well woven. What was that noise? Can you hear clapping? Weird. I'm on to the picture of Dorian Gray now, and I've got no preconceived ideas about that, other than I know the concept is that Dorian Gray doesn't age, but the portrait does. But I've not got to that bit yet. But I must say, Oscar Wilde, very thought-provoking through Lord Harry. He has some interesting philosophical ideals. Quite enjoying reading that. It's good that my brain started working this way, because Ted starts his GCSEs next year, and 2 of his texts I haven't dived into. So the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and Blood Brothers, but he's also doing Macbeth, which I really did know very, very, very well at one point, courtesy of my friend Turnip, who dragged me through my degree. Bless her heart. I was all for giving up, and she said nope. She'd graduated 2 years before me, did roughly the same course, and because she'd trained to be a teacher, she just dragged me through that degree. I wouldn't have got it without her. She says I would have, but I'm sure I wouldn't have. She kept me going. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my teeth into Macbeth again. Can't remember very much at all. A couple of quotes, vague storyline, but I don't remember any of the the repetitive metaphors or the symbolism or anything. Look, do you know what? I've forgotten, I think, 90% of everything I've ever learnt in my life. It's rubbish. Rubbish having a slow brain. Right, this will never do. To the library. Oh, look, I'm getting all sticky and sweaty. Look how shiny that forehead is. Sunglasses are slipping down my nose. Oh, if I had a swimming pool, I'd jump in it. Might fill up a bucket of cold water. Dunk my big toe in it. I've had my lunch out here under the hangout thing. I want to get some throws to go over those because they do get a bit grubby and they don't feel very nice on your legs. And I'm looking forward to the weird smell that's coming off the sealant and the grout disappearing. And there's so much I want to do. I'm going to say something controversial now, but peonies, not my favourite flower. I don't think they're worth it. I don't think they're worth the space they take up. It's very bright. I'll put my sunnies on again. Look at these. Yum. I'll take some of those on the school run for Wilf to have as a post-school snack along with the baking that we did on Sunday. I've got a few things that have popped up a few times in the comments, so I thought, well, there's probably more than just those people who left a comment thinking about this. So I know that you've all been extremely concerned and very worried about my splinter. It's gone. It came out on the Saturday that I was in Newbury with the girls. It got really, really sore and swollen, and then after a shower I gave it a squeeze and it went pop, came out. Oh, it felt good to get that out, that's for sure. Second thing is I got sunburnt, didn't I, the other day, and it was brown by the morning, which is weird. And all I can put that, I'm wobbling this because I'm wobbling the table. All I can put that down to is the fact that I read some time ago that if you have seed oils in your diet, so rapeseed, canola, sunflower, those oils, that they can make you, that they can encourage you to burn rather than naturally tan. So I've been cutting those out of my diet. Obviously when I go out and about, you've not really got so much control, and I can't control what seed oils Wilfred has at lunchtime at school. Same for Ted when he's away at school, and same for Toby when he's out and about. So really it's only me and Bill whose diets I'm fully in charge of. And Bill's, he doesn't really like to go out in the sun. He finds the light far too bright and it upsets him. Next thing is this dress. You've asked me what the pattern is, where I got the fabric from, or what shop I got it from. Well, I'm afraid I neither made it or can tell you where to buy it. So it was from 2018, a French market, and it cost about €12. It's viscose, so it's really light and floppy and non-sweaty, but it's so easy to make. If you can see this shape, right? Can you see that shape? It's literally draw around that on some fabric, sew it along the sleeves, top of your shoulders, sew it down the sides, then cut out a strip of fabric, ruffle it and attach it to the bottom. Do the same on the sleeves, scoop out the neck, and then all they've done really bad bit of sewing is they've overlocked it and then folded it over and stitched it down. And I love it. I love it. And I'm a bit scared of colour. Actually, I think that that's changing now. I am beginning to appreciate and enjoy some stronger colours. I like it. I love that we all change and our minds change and we shift and experience and enjoy new stuff. Finally, the last thing, and I think this vlog's probably quite long and there's really nothing else going on today other than when it's cooler I'm going to do some more gardening in the front, and I really want to just do nothing. I want to just go sit down there tonight and do a bit of crafting. There's not been enough crafting in my life this month. So finally, the other question has been, how are my heart palpitations? Well, I've been really looking after myself and I have upped my omega-3, been taking some vitamins for that, and I've had some other foods that are high in omega-3. I don't know why my omega-6 was so high, because usually that's in processed food, which I don't have, so that's just weird. All I can think is that that wasn't high, it's more that my omega was low, so the ratio was out. And giving up stimulants, which is very boring, giving up caffeine, barely had any wine or Prosecco, which breaks my heart because it's my favourite thing. Haven't had any gin either, that's the second best. Yeah, I've just been abstaining. Been very much monitoring my sugar consumption. Don't have a lot of sugar anyway, but I've had, apart from sugar that's in fruit, no sugar. And it's paid off. I'm not getting heart palpitations. I'm so relieved. And I'm sleeping great. That's not true. When I've had a few really bad nights, but in general, I'm sleeping really quite well. Except I'm really tired today because it's so blooming hot. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for watching. I'm whispering because I can hear people. I can hear the new neighbours in the garden playing with their baby and their little boy. Oh, it is lovely. It is so nice not getting out of my car and creeping along the gravel and talking in whispers to the children, and yeah, I hadn't realised how much it played on my mind. Whenever I was out with the dog, I dread running into them. Oh, it's so nice. So happy. Thanks ever so for watching. See you soon. Bye.